When was your first relationship?
Hey!
So that we can put a context to it as to like how
Hope my mother is
young.
not seeing this episode, shall?
Oh God. Your mom probably thought,
this
out of all
one.
my children, this one.
I'm the
She's
literally
gone.
I told
Your then boyfriend.
my damn boyfriend that I'm going for this party. He had zero problem with it. Not for him. The next day, he was standing at my school gate.
Are you joking?
And you know what's so sad? I still knelt down to beg this
Ah, stop it.
I'm like, ew.
It. I wouldn't say mine was silence because I would say that it was very loud and clear. He couldn't come to my own house because me, didn't have
Any VQ.
We stayed in my father's house.
Baby.
Exactly. So she showed me their recent chats of my supposed boyfriend begging her to come back. He go choke out with love.
Then he called my friend and told her that I tried to force myself on him.
You follow her?
Yeah, we follow each other.
Child blocking. Block. You don't have to die there. Stay. If it's that toxic for you,
Get out.
learn from it and get out. Hi guys, welcome back to BrewingHer. It's another episode of your favorite podcast. Hope you guys are doing good. It's your favorite girls here again.
There's only one favorite, please.
Okay,
Me.
it's your favorite and your second favorite.
Exactly.
Whatever. I'm not their second favorite. I'm their favorite, actually. Yeah.
Okay, I'm their favorite. You're their first favorite.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, yeah. We can compromise on that. But anyways, these are your girls, you guys. My name is Kemi John.
And I am Gabriela Akimboye.
Yep. Happy Friday,
It's
you guys.
another Good Friday.
I know. Happy Friday.
Did you get it? Good Friday. Anytime we post is a Good Friday.
It's a good Friday.
Yeah.
It's a good Friday. Would this be dropping at Easter or after Easter?
I think it's probably after.
It's probably going to be after
Yeah,
Easter. Yes,
I think so.
I think so. But whichever, if it's after, happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
If it's before,
Happy Easter.
Oh my gosh. But yes, this is going to be a fun episode.
It is.
Yeah.
I am actually, truth be told, low-key, I'm very pumped and hyped for this.
Episode, really?
Literally, yes. Because
Okay.
I want to expose somebody's bum bum.
Okay. All right.
I want to call out some people's bum bum.
All right. Okay, so before we expose bum bums, you guys, if you're new here, welcome.
Welcome.
These are your BrewingHer girls. This is a platform where we talk about life experiences, society, women experiences,
Men
and
experiences.
just friendship, relationship, gist, situationship. I like that.
Yeah.
Situationships that can
All the ships.
different ships that we can
That
be
shipped
pointers to help you guys ship from one location to the other. But
And
no,
if you're old, welcome home.
welcome back. Welcome. And we hope that you guys are still staying blessed and still staying brewed
pretty sure they
and
are.
staying beautiful. We coined that BBBBB, whatever thing that we just
yep.
done. So welcome. If you haven't subscribed as a new or old member,
Okay, at this point, I need to drop my card
yeah.
and look at you people koroju.
Yeah, we need to give them the side eye because
Why have you not subscribed? Like, what exactly is the problem?
Right.
You will
What
come and
is
watch
going
Friday, you'll be
on?
laughing, and yet you're not subscribing. You'll be laughing, all your
No,
teeth
legit.
will be showing, and yet, only
Legit.
subscribe. Kilo day.
Come on, guys.
Uh-uh.
Subscribe. It's free of charge. like
As
we
in,
always
it's not as
say.
if you are collecting your pocket money.
Come on. We want to continue to build and grow this channel.
Yeah.
We want to continue to give you guys more content. So in order to encourage us, we want more subscribers.
Yes.
We do appreciate those new subscribers that
yeah.
we've been getting.
We're seeing you
We're
guys.
seeing you guys. So good
Kisses
job.
in Faust's
actually.
voice. Mwah.
Mwah. We love you guys.
Kisses.
Thank you. If
We
you have a
appreciate
friend,
you guys.
send our videos to your friend and your friend's friend so that they can also subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
And Gabby, tell them about our social media platform.
Okay. Before I tell you people about our social media, we're also on Apple Music. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just kidding.
The year that Gabby will stop this, you
It will
guys,
come soon.
for the newbies, Gabby always mistake Apple Podcast.
To Apple Music.
With Apple
because
Music.
Apple Podcast just sounds weird in my mouth.
It's
In my
not the
British
same.
voice. It just sounds weird.
Which British? God, I beg you, please. Oh my gosh.
I cannot.
But no.
All right.
We will pray for Gabby to continue to get Apple Podcast right.
You know that, Loki, I thought you were going to say to continue to get Apple Music.
I think it's in your brain. You just don't want to take it off.
I don't think so. But okay, this one now has nothing to do with Apple Music. It's just Instagram and TikTok.
Yes.
We are there, and our username is BrewingHer
Podcast. You guys,
very simple, very straightforward. No underscore, minus,
yes,
apostrophe, none of that.
Yes. Just type BrewingHer Podcast,
and you find us. We give a lot of little things about us in our social media. So how some people cannot dance, how some people can dance. I'm just saying.
Talk to me directly, okay? Excuse me.
But yeah, you get to know us more on our social media platform. So please do follow us and help us grow.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Gabby. So what is our episode topic for today?
You know that I learned that from Kemi, not this Kemi, the other Kemi.
Kemi friend. So she says,
she would be like, hell. You would think that somebody is suffering her.
I can't.
But that's by the way. So our topic for today is drum roll. Silent red flags in our past relationships.
Yes. And they're silenced because we actually want to believe that we're smart ladies, but
then
there were times where we fell short.
We fell short of the smartness.
And the girls that will come here and advise you guys sometimes.
I mean, like you can only give what you have, right?
Absolutely.
So we had to go through some of these things for us to be able to talk and give advice. Our 2 cents on.
Let me ask you, when was your first relationship?
Hey,
so that we can put a context to it as to like.
Hope my mother is not seeing this episode. Shall?
Oh God. Okay, that's true. Parents.
Okay, me I can say mine.
Log off.
I was a good girl, right? Even though it was very hard to believe because I had a lot of male friends around me. My first relationship. Oh,
so you were kind of those girls that they would think, this girl.
Yes, the late OT, she's a bad girl. Yeah. But funny enough, I wasn't. I couldn't. I was very proud as a. No, I don't know if I should use the word proud. I was just more like, I didn't see anybody in my secondary school.
Oh, so you had tastes.
Yeah,
you had some sort of taste.
Yeah, I did. Okay. Of which I don't even know if I did at the end of the day. But yeah, so my very first relationship was after secondary school. So after secondary school, I went into a film school, PEFT. Yeah, that was when I had my first relationship.
In PEFT. That time you were done with
secondary
high school. That makes sense. That's actually me too. My first relationship was after.
I had crushes in high school, but that's about it.
Yeah, I had crushes in high school. And if those crushes had, followed through, probably I would have dated. But those were the only people.
I don't even think I would have.
You don't think you'd have dated your crush in secondary school?
Maybe I would have. But there were just too many. Okay, so like my very first crush, he was my senior. His name is, just guess his name. Just guess.
Kunle?
No.
Toby?
Yes. Yes.
Those are the two, Toby. And then I think you have another male
I have
friend.
a friend called Toby. Yes, I do. But my very first crush was actually a Toby guy. Now we follow each other on Instagram where, And you know what's funny? When I showed one of my husband's cousin, we're talking and I was like, oh, this was my first crush. She was like, you sure do have a type.
Really? So he looks like the kind of person you date now?
Kind of.
Really? Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's weird. But that's by the way. So yes, that was my first crush. And then I had another crush, but he was not in my school.
It was another school.
It was another school, yeah.
So if all went well, would you have dated them, any of them at that point?
Yes, I would have.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would have.
But your first relationship, Sha, was after secondary school. At that point, you were how old?
I don't remember.
Were you like 16-ish?
Around, yeah.
Yeah.
I was...
Because I remember mine too was like after secondary school and I was like 16-ish too. I waited. I was a good girl secondary school.
It was hard for people to believe, but mommy, if you're watching this, yes.
You should be
proud. The person you thought I never had a boyfriend, I was a good girl.
Your mom probably thought,
this
out
one.
of all my children, this one.
I'm literally, I was. Actually, I'm not going to come here and be like, oh, I was one of the best kids. I was troubled.
Oh my gosh,
that's funny. Mommy, I'm sorry. I troubled my mommy.
And it's amazing that it's even those people that actually even don't end up like that. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I asked that question so we can put context in it, Abby, to it, so that we understand, like, at this age we were quite young.
We were.
So of course there are some red
There's
flags,
a lot that we would not see.
catch.
At this point, some of them were not even silent. They were very loud.
They were loud, but we still did not see. We still did not catch. All right, so Gabby, tell us about your first relationship, or maybe your most meaningful relationship, that there were a lot of red flags in it, but you still did not catch, and you just decided to stay.
So I would always use my first relationship as, like, anytime somebody asks me some questions like this, I would always use my first relationship, because honestly, Kemi, if I see his picture,
like, till now
I'll be like, but what was I looking for? Like, how?
Was it like, does it look like a scrap, or what?
I don't even know how to explain it.
Like, it was not your
If I show
taste.
you, should I show you?
Don't show me,
Okay.
because that's sad. We won't be able to show the audience.
Exactly. I don't want to put his
Show
face
me
out
after
there.
the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, my very first relationship, funny thing is, he was a senior in my high school.
Okay.
Right? And he graduated years before me, and he was already in university.
Yeah.
It was already university when I came out of, high school. And of which the high school that he was, I didn't graduate from then. I went to another school and all of that, long story. So we met, I think it was Facebook. Yeah, I think it was Facebook. We reconnected through Facebook, and then it was like, oh, we were in the same school bus. You know how, did you ever?
No, I never rode a school bus.
Oh my God. So so the way school bus work is that people in certain areas, a particular school bus will pick them in that area.
I've always envisioned that, but I never did.
Never
My dad always picked us up with his driver. We had a personal driver.
My father was like, well, it's that school bus, so don't stress me.
No, we never did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was in my school bus. I knew him. He was senior, Lagbaja. I don't want to call his name.
But the same school, yeah, or not?
Yeah, the same school. So when we reconnected, I was like, oh, that's senior Lagbaja now, Then we got talking, we exchanged numbers.
At this point, this was after secondary school.
I was legit about to graduate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when we started talking.
And he had graduated since.
He had graduated since. Yeah, he was my senior.
Yeah.
And then we got talking, and after graduation, the conversation kept on going, and, Then I think it was about like 2 months after I graduated, then he asked me to be his girlfriend. Mumu, me too. I said, yes, no problem, my dear.
At that point, that was your first relationship?
That was my first relationship, right? Yeah. And it was actually, truth be told, the very beginning, the first few months was going good. The problem started when I entered PEFT.
Okay.
The film school. Yeah, that was when a lot of... Oh my God,
what did he do? I can't wait to hear what he did.
So when I entered PEFT, it was still okay. I'm not the kind of girl that I won't tell my friends if I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of person. I may not show like outsiders, like his picture, even with my current husband on social media. Nobody knew who he was until he put a ring on it, So that's how I've always been. But my roommate, so in PEFT, the way it works is you have different room sizes. It depends on your money, how much you could pay.
Babcock University.
Legit.
It was not sizes. It was just like how aesthetics.
This one was like there's room of 6, room of 5, room of 4, room of 3, room of 2. I don't know if there was room of 1. I can't remember. So I was in room of 3, right?
Yeah, it was sizes. Sorry, correction. Sizes and aesthetics.
Yeah, I was in room of 3. So I had 2 roommates, obviously, plus myself. So the 2 roommates, one was older than us.
Okay.
I actually just reconnected with one of them recently, the older one. She was older than myself and the other girl. And then me and the other girl, obviously, we are the youngest. There's no way we'll actually, flow more.
Yeah.
Ashe what? Ashe, she will be the disruption of my relationship.
What did you do?
So, knowing me as a person who normally I just gravitate towards the boys more than the girls, right? If I'm talking with one of my classmates, for example, now, because I was in a hostel, I was not going from home, right? If I'm going, like the way the hostel is, there's a connection between the boys and the girls in one window. So you can literally just come out to like the play area or the chill area and the guy will be at the other side and you guys will be having normal conversations and stuff. This girl will legit text my boyfriend, text him and be like, oh, I'm talking to this guy.
Oh my gosh.
And I am probably maybe charging my phone.
At that age,
I know. Like, it was even after the relationship broke that I even knew all of this.
Wow.
I didn't know why there were so many issues, so many trust issues in the relationship, right?
Wow.
Yeah, God, the English stuff is hard. The trust issue was really bad.
From him.
Like, he felt so insecure that he felt anybody that looks at me wants to have me. Legit. And I'm like, I'm telling you, me, your person, me that I'm your girl, you have my phone password. You see me almost every weekend. You think if I had ulterior motives, I'll be doing all of that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm an open book.
Insecurity.
Yeah, the insecurity was really bad. And me being so, I didn't know where the problem was. It made me feel like I was the problem.
Oh, he was making you feel that way. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
He made me feel like I was the problem. And anytime we have arguments, I will end up begging him. Like, there was one time that I feel so ashamed saying this, but whatever.
Tell us.
There was one time, so I traveled, I don't know, I can't remember what country I went to. It was summer holiday. So I traveled somewhere, and then I met this guy, the hair host. I was the only one not sleeping in the plane. So he came to me like, oh, are you okay? You know, everyone is sleeping, yada, yada, yada. I was like, no, I'm fine. Like, I'm not really the type that sleep in the plane and whatnot. So we got talking. He was cool. He was entertaining me. As everybody, they sleep now. We might as well just, talk and know. Then I told him that I was in a film school. He was like, oh, really? Which one? I told him. He was like, oh, my goodness, that's so good. I don't live far away from there. Yabba, yabba, yabba. We exchanged numbers. The moment I landed, after saw my parents, my boyfriend knew, oh, I met this guy, blah, blah, blah. We say, oh, okay. He acted like there was no problem. So this guy is way older he's even older than my boyfriend. So he's more like the guy that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So he's more like uncle kind of situation. And he was very helpful. Like, there was one time I remember, because he lived close to where my school was. And then it was raining really bad. There was, when it's raining, there's no keke, there's nothing. You find your way or you stay where you are until the rain is done. And I really needed to go back to the hostel. So I called him like, oh, are you around? It's raining and stuff. Me and my friends were stranded. He drove down.
Wow.
Yeah, like, it was more like an uncle kind of situation. So my friends knew him. It wasn't something that I was hiding. You know what I mean? So he drove down, picked me up, picked my friends up, took us to our hostel, and then left.
So guys, that already is like basketballs for them.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So, long story short, that's the relationship I have with this guy. So his brother was doing a birthday party.
Whose brother now?
The hair host guy. His brother was doing a birthday party. Of course, he will invite me. Will you be able to come? I was like, sure, why not? Why would I not come? So I went for the party. And mind you, before I left, I told
your damn boyfriend,
my damn boyfriend, that I'm going for this party. I'm not. It's not as if I was asking for permission. I just let you know that I am going for the party. He had zero problem with it. Not for him. The next day, as my hair host friend was dropping me off, he was standing at my school gate, my hostel gate. And I'm like, okay, what are you doing here? And then he was like, is that the guy? Is that the guy that you're effing with? Is that the guy that... And I'm like, God, calm down. He's older than you. Like, do you know what's funny? This hairless guy was literally sitting down in his car to see what... Because he knew my boyfriend. Like, I told him. Yes, I told him about him. To tell you how, like, I'm not hiding anything. I told him. So he was sitting in the car, like, to watch, like, is the way he was raking, you would think he was going to beat me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was going off. It was a whole drama. So I was like, you're embarrassing me in front of my school gate. Like, what's this?
Embarrassing
you
right
know,
now.
It was very embarrassing. And then he started walking that whole, I'm done. You are a S-word. He called me all sorts of names. Like, he called me like the names that I can't even say them.
Are you joking?
And you know what's so sad? I still knelt down to beg this boy.
Stop it!
I'm like, ew.
Stop it.
Literally. Because
at that
down. I'm not even
in front
joking.
of this uncle.
No.
Oh, another day.
And not this. The uncle had already left.
Okay,
it
so
was
this
so
was after
weird.
You were trying to reconcile.
Yes, I was.
And you were begging him.
Because the way he was saying it, I started thinking that maybe I had done something wrong. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really, really bad. It was a very chaotic, relationship. And I'm grateful to my second ex because he was the one that gave me the courage to leave him. Because I didn't have the courage to.
So it was so you started dating him before you now had the courage?
No, I was friends
with that ex,
somebody
that now became your ex-boyfriend, I guess.
Yeah. I was friends with him, and then he literally was one telling me that you are not the problem, because I thought
Gaslighting much?
yeah,
Like
I
he was
thought
gaslighting
it was
you.
like he made me mentally, I wasn't there. Like my self-esteem started reducing.
Are you joking?
I'm not even joking. And I don't tell people about this first relationship.
And this was your first relationship. Oh no.
Yeah, I went through it.
No.
Like I felt it made me feel very like you're not that special. You should be grateful that I'm with you kind of situation. I'm not even joking.
No.
I'm dead ass.
See, there was insecurity, red
Yes.
flags wise, insecurity. There was trust issues.
Yes.
I mean, it
Another
stems from
red-
that. And
He was
this
a
gaslight.
narcissist.
He was just
he was.
amazingly
He was.
narcissistic.
You know, my love, even after I broke up with this dude, today I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So he had one of something that belonged to me, right? And I needed it back, right? And then I went to him. I was like, I need this stuff back. And at that time, he was already dating one of my friend. We've already broken up. We've gone separate ways. He was dating one of my friends. Weird. But I went to him. I was like, okay, can I have this back? He tried.
To do what? To do what? To do what?
He tried to be with me, if you get it. And I turned him down, took my stuff and left. Then he called my friend.
The one he was dating
the
now.
one he was dating, and told her that I tried to force myself on him. Yeah.
No.
Legit.
No.
Legit. He
That
called her.
is a toxic
He called
person.
very.
No.
And I'm like, I told her, I was like, see, is your man. You can believe whatever you want to believe, to be honest. This is what happened. And after then, I don't remember talking to that girl again.
Oh my gosh. I was going to say, like,
Their relationship didn't last because she told me when they broke up, but I didn't want to talk to her again.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very chaotic.
Yeah,
Very.
no. That was sad. I feel like that took advantage of your young age, definitely. That took advantage of your young age because you were definitely young.
I was very
You didn't
young.
know better. This was your first time being in a relationship like
And
that.
then-
And I'm glad that you didn't let that affect other relationships. What did
I
you
learned
did it?
it did not. I would say I learned from it because I knew what I didn't want.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say, because when you said that, it started affecting your self-esteem a little bit.
And I feel
taking that to the
yeah,
next relationship
I
would have been
did.
bad.
So that's the thing. My next relationship, which is so funny to say, my next relationship started from the guy building up my self-esteem
Oh my gosh, that is
because we
cute.
started off as friends.
Yes.
So he was more like my confidant, and it was after then, before I met him, was when I realized that roommate girl was the problem. So I left that room.
No, she wasn't the problem. She was just part
I'm
of
part of the problem, So I left that room and I went to there was no any other room of 3, so I had to step down to a room of 4 to just not be around her.
Wow.
You get, yeah.
Did you confront her at any point?
I never did
'Cause
till
you were not
today. I'm not confrontational.
Oh,
Yeah. Till
I wish
date.
I was in your life. We'll have gone to that room and said, "Come here. What did you do?"
I know.
Oh
Till
my
date, I
God.
never did. I never till date. Now she's on my Instagram. I see her and like,
You follow her?
yeah, we follow each other.
Child blocking. Block. Block.
You know I'm not the type to block.
I will block you. Because even if you have changed, don't
You don't
change
care.
in my own lane. Change in your own lane.
No, I'm not the type to block. I'm just
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So do you guys talk at any point?
No,
Like
like
each
hi,
other's-
hello. That's it.
That's amazing. God help our life. That's good. That's
Yeah.
actually good. That is a sad story.
It is.
Gabby. I'm not
It
even gonna
is.
lie.
It
That's a
is.
sad story.
It is.
But I'm glad that you were able to, one way or the other, get out of that relationship.
It should. That's why even as much as even the second ex, because I've only had 4 boyfriends. I married the 4th.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to count mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, before I talk about my any other one, I was just let me talk about my first.
I think
Well,
you
not
should,
first, but like maybe first meaningful one.
yeah, you can talk about it because the second one, it wasn't as bad.
Which is this guy that built up your
Yeah.
self-confidence and all that.
Like he legit, I would say he did a good job.
Yeah, maybe it was
Yeah,
God sent.
it was, and it's so funny how we met. It's
Yeah.
funny story how we met, but
Yeah, it was probably a God sent hand because it was needed at that moment.
at that moment, because
Yeah.
if he wasn't there, I don't know if I would had the courage to come out of.
the other one,
The
or
other
even
one.
come out that one and still take the baggage to the next relationship, because then
Yeah.
you would be. This is why we find some girls that then go about feeling like the guy is the prize. Because you might have that mindset like, I'm the one not special enough. Like you said, he made you feel like I'm the one not special enough. So let me give him everything he wants. So I'm glad that guy came into your life at that point to like build that confidence for you. Yep. Okay, for me, red flags, silence red flags. I wouldn't say mine was silence because I would say that it was very loud and clear.
You were the one not hearing.
It was very loud. I heard. I didn't hear immediately, but I finally heard. So when the first meaningful relationship, I would say yes, it was after I said university, high school as well. Yeah, it was after secondary school. So I had dated this guy. So I went to school. I went to university and then I came back home for like all this summer vacation kind of vibe. So I came back home and he was already in university. He was my senior too in high school. That's funny. It was my senior in high school. We went to the same high school, but we didn't know each other in high school. So it was when I came back from my university, like one semester, whatever, that a friend that introduced us to each other. And the friend was like, oh, he went to so school as well. And I was like, oh, are you serious? I never
went there.
I never saw him and all that. I was like, oh, yeah. So you went there too? Yes, I went there, blah, blah. So that was how we started our friendship. And he liked me at the beginning, like right from time. People that know my childhood. So I lived in OAU staff quarters. So in staff quarters, it's like its own community. Yeah. Right? So like everything you want can be in that community. Exactly. People know each other. So, and because of this his own small community, you can legit walk from here to here. So on some of the days that this friend that I told you introduced us, some of the days that we hung out together, we were literally just walking from one place to the other. So most of the time we're on like evening walks, and that's when we'll meet this guy, he will join us and blah, 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 blah. So he then told my friend that he liked me, blah, blah, blah. My friend also obviously did the hype or wing woman.
The matchmaker.
Matchmaker, exactly. So I was just like, I don't really know him. I'm just getting to know him. It was cute. According to the standard of then. Of my life. Oh my According to the standard of then, it was cute. So my friend was like, oh, you just give him a try. But I'm like, I don't know him. I just started, seeing him, blah, blah. So then it got to a point, my friend was out of the picture because my friend did not live in quarters. So she was not out of the picture. So most of the time, it would not be me and the guy, right, taking those evening walks. So we started our friendship can't continue. Literally, long story short, Isha ended up in a relationship that was very short-lived. Tell me why it was short-lived. So remember I said that we lived in staff quarters together. His house was not that far from mine. It was like 10 minutes walk from my house. So because we were in college, he lived in his parents' house, but like he had like a we call it BQ, like your own little boys quarter that they gave him that he was living in. It was already like, I think 300 level.
And he was grown.
It was grown. It was like a college student. Yeah. I think it's not 200 or 300 level that he was in already. So anyway, so I would go visit him in his BQ. He couldn't come to my own house because we didn't stay in BQ. We stayed in my father's house. Exactly. So I would go visit him. I'll go do that and all that. So I remember that. Oh wait. So I think no, it wasn't like I was in school yet. I don't think I had entered college yet. I think it was, the break that you have before you enter college. So we were done with school.
But we were not in school.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm trying to remember, because why I remember is because after dating him so I started dating him now. Fast forward. I started dating him. We're talking. It was cool. It was a very steamy relationship. It was very nice.
Is the word steaming?
It was very. I'm not gonna lie. It was steamy.
It's the word steaming for me.
Then came the time that we were still. All of us were still in like secondary school. Like we had not gone to college, but we had finished our jam, but all those stuff. So I remember I now went to school one day with my phone, right? And one of my secondary school friends then too, saw, I think his picture or something. I can't remember what gave it out that we were dating, that me and this guy was dating.
We're dating.
And apparently she had dated this guy before. Whether in secondary school or not, I don't know when. I never, because this my friend, we were like just classmates. We weren't like close friends. So for me to even know the boyfriends that she's had.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started noticed that the girl started getting closer to me, trying to find out more information about this guy that I'm dating.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I'm like, okay, well, we all live in quarters. Well, maybe we have grown now, so we're trying to be nice to each other. So me, I'll tell her about my boyfriend. Oh, yeah, blah, blah. So it just got to a point one day, I remember that we're sitting in class, and then she came to me. She was kind of emotional, and she opened up, and she's like, this guy that I'm dating, she used to date him. To the point that it's even now, at the moment, a situationship that they are not dating, but they are still seeing each other. I'm like, what? What do you mean that you are not dating, but you're still seeing each other? Explain it better. So this girl showed me chats of, at that time, Facebook was still something that we use, Messenger. So she showed me their recent chats of my supposed boyfriend chatting this girl and still begging her to come back.
Adam.
Yes, Adam.
Adam
Was she? Adam. I was like, are you sure this is him? She was like, yes, this is him.
Oh my God.
So then we put it to test. She was texting him real time. And then this guy was replying real time. I was like, are you joking? So then after school that day, I went back to this place, this BQ, and I confronted him. I am confrontation.
Yeah,
And I was like, do you know so? And I obviously said her name. And he told me, no, I don't know her.
Adam.
I said,
Adam.
do you know so? And then I called her last name as well. He said, no, he didn't know her. I said, are you joking? I said, okay, no problem. And I told him about the real-time chats. Like, she showed me all your messages, blah, blah. Like, what do you mean you don't know her? So, it now got to a point where we're, like, just arguing back and forth and all that. I was already pissed. Like, you know what? Fine, if you want to still be with her, be with her. I would never be your second option.
Yeah.
If you want to be, because for us to be together, and you are still going to go and
that
beg
means
her,
you
still do whatever you want to do with her. So, to cut the long story short, he now confessed that he used to date her. Okay, so which one is it now? Is she your ex or you don't know her?
Or is she your ex-present?
Or she your ex-present? Exactly.
Yes.
To cut the long story short, we broke up. The relationship broke up because I couldn't continue with the lies. It was already started, and the lie started with it.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Like, what's that? So
Yeah.
I cut it short immediately. So it was like red flag that was silenced, but also was very loud and clear.
You know, the other Kim used to say, like, situations like this, she say the guy is still searching, he's still in the street.
I'm sure. Yeah, I said years later. Well, maybe years later, because at that point now I had entered Babcock University. I remember them coming back home. This is my other friend, my secondary school's friend, who had gone to our own college as well.
Yeah.
I remember coming back home for like holidays and everything. He was in, let's mention his name of his school. He was in his own school, So I remember, like, whenever I come from summer holiday, he would try to get with me. Right, he would try to get with me and all that.
I actually, any guy, if I see a guy who is trying to get, like, how will I put it? Like, what he's doing, knowing that he messed up and he's probably with someone else, that's a red flag for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And I'm glad that even at that young age, I was able to call the bullshit out of it. Like, no, you are obviously just trying to play two of us.
Yes.
I don't know if that my other friend ended up breaking up with him finally, or they still went along with it. I'm not sure. But me, I took myself out of the picture.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. That was actually, I was very soft. I was a very soft person. Even to now, I'm still a little bit soft.
Yeah. Wow. My first ever relationship, I was very cutthroat. I broke up after 2 months.
Mine lasted for, I'll say about 7.
You tried though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The first few months was actually...
It was good.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was just later on that
you started seeing the psychotic part of it. Okay, another story I would like to share that's like silence red flag. This one, we never actually became exclusive.
How do you mean? Like, you guys never...
At that young age, can you imagine? But this time I was in college already.
Like college in Nigeria?
In Nigeria.
Okay.
When I say that, it's like, what year college?
Exactly. Because I would think that you say like young. University and then college so that we can... Because you know Nigeria, they call it university.
Oh, I was in university then. Yes, I was in Babcock University then. So I came home and there's my neighbor that I had a crush on. He was so handsome guy. He's a doctor. Such a handsome dude, right?
Oh my God.
But like, we never became exclusive. I'll get there. But the red flag was that he was playing along with the I won't call it relationship. Situationship. It was kind of, what's the English that we're trying to use now?
Leading you on.
It was leading me on, right? Even though in my head I knew that this guy, because he was way older, not way older, but like it was already like almost done with like med school. Me, I just entered university.
He was older,
right? So like, but it was possible. Nothing is impossible. Right? Nothing is impossible now.
She said it was possible.
I actually liked him enough to even consider that. I think our age.
She be quoting Bible on top Adam. Say that nothing is impossible.
Oh God! I think our age difference was like maybe 5 years or 7 years max. So it's possible now. Don't we see people that?
I'm
just trying to think. Like, was I crazy? Anyway, it was leading me on, taking advantage of the time because I was home for summer break. So it was just like taking advantage of time. And he never actually asked me out. He never actually said, okay, will you be my girlfriend? But we were doing girlfriend, boyfriend things. Like going on dates. We were spending time with each other. Mm-hmm. Let's stop at the point. You get my point? It was great. It was a good time. To the point my friend Seth would be like, okay, are you guys now dating? Are you guys now trying to? Nope. He never asked me out. And I was never the girl to ask a guy out. Mm-hmm. Well, the max we did was just make out, I should say. We didn't do much. We just made out. You
guys were kids now,
I mean, you were a kid. I was a kid, yeah. But we made out. We went on dates. Like, he was actually there. We were spending time with each other. But he never did anything. The one that now busted my head was, so there was one day he brought another girl home. Yes. And I caught him.
Anyway, you shouldn't be angry though. You can't be angry.
We were not exclusive.
Exactly.
Right? But we're going on dates.
But you're not exclusive.
It was such a baggage. Such a baggage.
Yeah, you can't be upset because
I wasn't, but I was salty, Gabby. I was still salty because I'm like, okay, so who is this? Is this the original girlfriend or another girl that you are just
situationshiping with? Yeah.
What is it? So at the end of the day, the way I did my departure bye-bye was that the night I was traveling to the US the next day. Mm-hmm. I called him. I was like, I'm leaving. Bye-bye. He came that night to our house. And I was like, why would you not tell me you were traveling, blah, blah. I'm like, we are not exclusive.
What am I telling you? Exactly. You're not my boyfriend.
You never committed. Because my point was, if he ever asked me out, I was going to tell him all of those stuff. Mm-hmm. And if he wanted to continue, we'll continue and see where it leads. Mm-hmm. But he never did. And he felt so bad. He actually cried. Oh. But in my own head, I'm like, so is this cry genuine?
Crocodile tears, Joe.
Or it's just a cry? Because when I told him, I was like, I'm not coming back anytime soon. Mm-hmm. So he was like, oh, it felt hurt. So is that a red flag? Is that a bad
It is. Experience? I don't like when guys don't define what they want from me.
I kind of think that he felt I was a kid.
At least let me know. That's my own thing. Like, if a guy comes to me,
what?
Do you remember when obviously you don't need to do it anymore. Do you remember when if a guy is talking to any of us, we'll legit call the guy and say, okay, what's your
what are we?
What's your exactly?
At that point, I didn't know all that.
You didn't know all that. So that's me though. Like, even as a young, like at that age, if I'm friends with you, in my head we are friends too, until you tell me what you want.
Yes.
If you don't tell me what you want, I will send you wedding invitation.
Right. But I think that would be easy if I didn't have a crush on him first.
Even if, because there was one guy who I had a crush on in secondary school, and I don't even know if I should be saying this.
What happened?
But me and him were friends, right? He was like my G. He was my G, kind of friendship. And I told myself, I didn't really have friends in secondary school, so I had just two that way, like, I could say they were my friends. As my friends now, I'm telling you about my friends, when we go for a holiday, what did you do in the holidays, stuff like that. So I was telling them about my friend. Tell me why these girls went behind.
Bro, you've always had nasty friends.
I know.
Like,
I don't know what it is.
On?
I don't know. There's something about me that threatens people.
And bad people, the wrong ones are not supposed to be there.
Exactly. And I'm grateful to God that they don't last as long. Yeah, they don't last as long. But that's by the way. They did go to back channel and both of them were fighting for this guy. Legit.
Is a lie.
I'm not joking. And me, I had no idea.
But this guy was your friend.
He was my friend at that point. I had a crush on him, yes, but he was my friend.
Oh my gosh.
So when he was the one that still came to tell me that this is what your friends are doing. I wasn't mad.
Wow.
I called them to a side, right? I think that's the first time I told people like, you effed up as a kid. And that was because as much as I had a crush on him, he didn't define whatever we had apart from it being friendship. So
You didn't attach anything.
I didn't attach anything to it, because that's where I'm driving at.
But I would still feel salty because I know that when I have a crush on a guy, or when I used to have a crush, those years we are gone now. Me now, if you don't like me, I cannot like you. I think maybe because I've been burnt a couple times. So yeah.
Even if you like me, it will take me time to like you.
No. You have to be the first person, I beg. But when I used to be in that life, all of those my crush, all my friends would know about them. And so it's like you are taking dibs on this man. So you now coming to say you like him too?
You like him. Huh? Literally, because they knew that I had a crush on him.
Oh no.
But they knew that we were just friends.
They knew you liked him.
Yeah, it was very...
Yeah, no.
It was very weird.
Okay, so well, those are my own little experiences.
So my second
what is your
meaningful
second one?
Relationship that I can call, like I said, I've only had... So this is my second relationship now. I will go by, first, second, third. My second relationship now is, like I said, the relationship was really good. I'm not going to come and sit here and act like, it wasn't.
But he had red flags.
The only red flag he had, which some people might find it cute. Yeah, what? I know. Some people might find it cute, but I didn't find it funny.
What was it?
He loved me too much. It was more like he was almost obsessed. Yeah, I know. Some people might
silence red flag.
Yeah, some people might actually like it was like, I don't even know how to explain it.
It was
like it was the love was overwhelming for me. It was too much.
Are you joking? It was too good for you.
Not like it was too good. It wasn't too. He literally worshipped the ground
you walked on.
Legit.
And you didn't like that?
Not like I didn't like it. It was too much.
Wow, this is a silence red flag, you guys.
It is. Like he was obsessed with me.
But okay, so give us some of the things that gave it up, that this is obsession. This is no longer normal.
For example, now, one example that I can remember out of my head. I had, I lived in redemption camp, right? At some point in my life. And my mom is a deaconess. So there's this thing they do called PSF, Pastor Seed Forum. Okay. And that Pastor Seed Forum has to do with like pastor kid, ministers, deaconesses, like parents in the ministry, I should say. Okay. So I tend to fall into that bracket, right? And then I was in the protocol department in the PSF. So we had a program. And I needed to be on camp because I didn't live on camp fully, but we had our house on camp. So I was there, and it was the end of the day. I was tired. This guy kept on calling and calling. After I've spoken to him that the program is over, I need to sleep. I'm tired. But he kept on calling and calling and calling and calling and calling. I didn't pick. Guess what?
He came.
Yes.
He came to redemption camp.
Legit, from his house. From his house.
He was probably worried about you.
I've told you I'm going to sleep.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Chicken. And then he was knocking. I didn't open, no. I did not. I intentionally ignored because I'm like, what the hell? What are you doing here?
Are you serious?
He went back. He was pissed. I remember I called my brother, BrewingHer. I was like, BrewingHer, I don't know what this dude is doing. I was so angry. I'm not even joking.
I don't know how to take this, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, like some people might be like, girl, what are you saying? That's what you should want. But for me, it was, and I think maybe because of where I was coming from, like the relationship I was coming from, like it was good, but I don't need you to be possessive of me.
Yeah, so you felt
that. I felt that. Like,
vibe.
Yeah, like if it was so bad. Oh my God. It was so bad that even after I broke up with him, You know, one of my friends to say something that if I call that guy tomorrow now and I tell him, God forbid, my marriage did not work and I want to go back to him, he will accept me. That's what some of my friends think. Yeah, that should tell you how like
the love is that crazy.
It was crazy. Like I remember after we even broke up, he still has my pictures. He had a frame of me in his house. One of his ex-girlfriend called me in the middle of the night. I was like, I don't know what jazz you've used on my man. I need you to leave him alone.
So wait, the picture frame was still in his house when he started dating other girls?
Yes.
So
you see what I'm saying now?
Excuse me.
Yeah, and then the girl called me and she was literally ranting and talking. And I called him. I said, please come and tame your dog. If she ever calls me again, like what?
But after you broke up with him, did he ever stalk you?
He didn't. So he can't stalk me because I broke up with him when I was in America.
Hey, lucky you.
One I did it well.
If you were in Nigeria, we could probably have stalked you for a bit.
I think you would have.
That is a little bit scary.
It is. So that's why, but he's a good person.
Yeah,
like he has a good heart. He's somebody that I think now he has changed and I think he has grown, right? Hopefully.
Still stay away from me for a far distance.
So all I'm saying is that I can introduce him to someone that is not really my friend like that. Because I know one thing for sure, he will love the girl. He might be too much.
He gonna choke out with love. No, please. Go find your own love somewhere else. That is a red flag.
It is a red flag. But some people may not see it as a red flag. May enjoy that. My dad is a seaman. Coming from somebody who, your dad had to go away. I was used to that kind of,
even
the love
your father
was at home.
Present,
like it was
like
too much.
In the house every time. That's
it was too much. It was the love was loving. My God.
The love was loving.
I'm not joking. Like this guy legit worships.
Even till now.
I don't know. Where me and him pade? Where did we pade? At that time, he legit. I was his idol. I was his shining armor. It was bad.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Who broke up? You or him?
I did.
Okay. Yeah. Before when you came to America, you just be like.
And it was funny.
Juices.
I was in the club when I broke up.
You're such a heartbreaker.
I was enjoying my life. I was in Maryland. I had a client in Maryland I needed to go do makeup for. And then after, I wanted to tour the city because I had a friend in Maryland. My dear, I was partying. I entered the car. I typed the message. Off my phone. Went back to party.
Oh my goodness. How long were you thinking of that?
What'd you say?
How long have you been thinking of that?
I have been thinking of it for a while. So truth be told. I just needed the push. I just needed that one that, my Ori will spark.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We do it, and I was glad I did.
Yeah, that is funny.
It is funny.
You guys, this is a lot to unpack.
So, I want to ask them, do you guys think that's a red flag?
Please let us know.
Please put it in the comment section. Just let us know.
Red flag, let us know.
It's too much love.
Some people are in love with that.
My world. When they sang "Drunk in Love," that's it.
This one is choking.
You're choking love.
Yeah. So please drop that on the comment section if you think that is not a red flag or that is a red flag.
Yeah.
All right. So if there's anything that you could take back or you could do over in your past relationships, what would it be?
I would not have dated my first. I'll start with that. I would have waited.
To do what? Experience college life before starting to date?
No experience. I would have waited to find myself a little bit because I felt like I didn't know who I was, especially with the fact that I was a timid child.
Yeah.
And of which I think, I don't even know if I should say that because that taught me a lesson.
Yeah.
That I needed to learn.
You learned something from it. Yeah. For me, I would say it would be the chances I didn't take on some of the crushes that
you had.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. Speaking of crushes. So there's this, that my friend now, Toby, the other friend. Yeah. So he was dating this girl. I'm sorry I'm putting your business out there. He was dating this girl, right? This girl thought that me and Toby were together. She thought I was Toby's side chick. Because me and Toby, we lived on camp. We went to the same church. We had our relationship was good. It was my mom, his mom, we're friends, stuff like that. And this girl was my senior, quite unfortunate. My dear Muso.
You suffered. Oh, it was that in secondary school?
Yeah. Jesus. She would tell me I should carry all her books. Heavy books that she know fully well. But she know they read when she read school.
So she was taking it out on you.
She was. It was really bad. It was really bad. Like, that's like when you remember one of our episodes that you were like, oh, if you're going to spite somebody, do something to spite somebody, it was her. If I wanted to date that Toby,
you would date him intentionally.
I'd clean out.
So
even if I didn't like him.
They were dating them.
They were. And she thought, because of how close we were, she
Is
thought
that
that.
even the reason why she should even pull you closer? And because like you're his family friend.
My dear.
That's
She saw me as a threat. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Oh, okay. All right.
Why wouldn't you?
But that's amazing. So yours would definitely be to not have dated the first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would have
Killed it. Yeah.
I wish I would have dated that uncle, because he seemed more sensible.
No, that uncle probably would have been older than you.
Yeah, he wouldn't have. No, I wasn't his. It would have never happened. He probably saw me as old. Even his younger brother was older than me.
Yeah.
He's more like a buru, small.
Yeah, small child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Past relationship, I don't think I experienced so much hurt, but it was just a time to just like, wow, this was me at this point. I can't believe that I went through that. But yeah, it was good.
It was.
All right, you guys, we would continue to come back here. I think at this point we should just put a stop to it.
Yeah, the red flags. And they should tell us some of their relationship red flags or relationships.
Or even if it's loud and clear.
Even if it's lazy,
because apparently can be loud and clear.
It can be loud. You still
choose.
You know that is the worst feeling to, like, I think one of the reasons why I'm always talking about how I shouldn't have dated is the fact that the red flag was 6 yards.
You could see them. Oh,
and yet I was blind.
And you knelt down to greet him.
In public. No, girl.
No, bro. Absolutely
disgusting.
Not. Absolutely not.
That was not Gabriella.
That was a Gabs.
That was a Gabzo.
Okay, you guys.
That was funny.
That is amazing. Oh, all right, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us with this episode. If you have more red flags, like she said, please drop them down below. Let's laugh.
And if you want us to talk about some of your red flags, that would be nice. Oh
my gosh, yes.
Yes, please tell us some of your red flags. We'll come up here, dissect it, make sure that it's a red flag or not.
More if we laugh at your jokes.
We're even laughing at our own red flags. Make sure
they're your past.
Yeah, even if they're your present. Because some people do meet their partners and see some certain things, right? And sometimes talk about it and the person changes. So
well, yeah, you're right. So even if it's your past or your present,
please let us know.
Please put it down. You can write us on our social media on BrewingHer podcast on Instagram, and we will definitely come back with another episode to talk about your own red
6
flags.
yards red 6 yards red flags. Nigeria flag red flag.
Chai.
That's so funny.
But in all we do, continue to grow, continue to learn in these relationships, because I believe that each one is supposed to teach you something.
Yes, like hopefully some people learn from it.
Yes, you don't have to die there. Stay. If it's that toxic for you,
get out.
Learn from it and get out, please.
Yep.
All right, guys. Until next time, we'll see you on the next episode of BrewingHer. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Bye.
Bye.